This is an exercise called 20 breaths. I didn't invent it, it's something that's been current amongst breath workers for some decades now. Um, it's what William Burroughs might have called a present time exercise. When we're doing connected breath work, we're cultivating ecstasy, we're cultivating blissful states. In order to experience ecstasy, you have to be in your body in present time. If you're thinking that you want to be somewhere else, if you're not aware of being embodied, then you're not going to be ecstatic. So 20 breaths exercise is a little thing that you can do a number of times a day that helps you to get into present time. You've probably noticed many times that you're not in present time, that you're distracted, that you're thinking about the past, running over something in the past, or you're worrying about the future. That's very common. Even when you sit and try and meditate, you'll probably notice that you've got stuff going on in your head which is not actually particularly useful. It's just repetition of thought, old thoughts going over and over. So to bring ourselves into present time helps to disperse that, something you can do in all sorts of odd moments. So it starts off with just learning how to do connected breaths, which is to say that as soon as you finish inhaling, just naturally start to exhale. As soon as you've emptied out the exhale, just let yourself inhale again. So it's a constant, like a sine wave of fill and empty. There's no holding and there's no pausing. So just circling the breath. So just do a few cycles of that first. That was just 3 connected breaths. And you may have noticed that I was doing breaths that are deeper than usual, than would naturally be the case. And I was also breathing through my mouth. Breathing through your mouth makes all breath work more intense. So it's a good way to start a new practice. It's a good way if you really want to just suddenly change your state of consciousness like we're doing with this exercise. Also, you do need to be breathing a little bit longer than feels normal. So let's just do 4 connected breaths that are quite long and deep, followed by a 5th that is much longer and much deeper. So that's as big as you can get, as big a breath as you can get. So this is what I mean, these 5 breaths. That's it, that's those 5 breaths. 4 long, 1 very long. So you just do that 4 times, those 5 breaths 4 times, and that's your 20 breaths. Doing 20 breaths has just that much more effect on your consciousness than simply doing 5. So let's just go through that cycle. So that's all there is to it. You can do that as many times a day as you like. You could do it while you're waiting for a phone call. You could do it while you're on the bus. Don't do it driving until you're much more used to the altered state of consciousness that it generates. Okay?